Cougar Zank, could you tell us who we have on our show?
I'm extremely proud to present Curtis Don Vito of SNEW, the rock and roll band. And one time I was actually a grip rodeo for the band. It was great. We went to the Oklahoma Rock Fest. But here's Curtis Don Vito. Thank you so much, Chris, for being on the show. Let's go. Let's hear what it's all about.
Hey, how's it going, Cougar? It's good to be here, man.
Well, thanks, man. It's good to hear from you again, and thanks for supporting the show. And why I brought you on is because I believe every part, of the show is like art, because the art will heal, and art with the therapy, it's healing the world. And our show sometimes gets into such difficult things we're talking about with vets, and this is the uplifting segment of the show. So that's why I brought you on, Chris. Appreciate your support with us and us veterans, and Vegas's event with Special Operations Charity Network in January. I just heard they got their Harley Davidson. Is that right, Doton, for an event there? And
that is correct. They will be raffling off a Harley Davidson between now and SHOT Show. SHOT Show is between January 21st and the 25th. And we are excited to be out there. And to help support the Special Operations Charity Network, we basically like to bring promotion to nonprofit charities that we believe in. And you know what? One thing I'd like to ask, hey, Curtis, what exactly it is that you guys do for our audience who may not be familiar with, and we haven't even mentioned your band. Go ahead.
Well, mention the band, and then I'll tell you.
All right. Curtis is the lead singer for the band SNEW, and the genre is hard rock. The music is, go ahead, Curtis.
All right. Yeah, well, we're loud, high energy, hard rock, rock and roll, whatever you want to call it. It's just, loud music.
Do you guys have a tour coming up?
Not right now. It's the end of the year, so things are winding down. But next year we're gonna be out there.
Next year, okay. Next year, you guys start your tour when?
I don't have any dates for you.
It's not locked in yet. Okay, good. I got you. I know. They tell you, you lock them in before you go. That makes sense. Okay, well, you'll be at the Special Operations Charity Network, we hope, playing for the out in Vegas. And where was your last show?
Excuse me, say that again.
Where was the last place you guys performed that people could have seen you?
Oh, well, actually, the last place we were was over in England. So we played a big, metal festival over there, and it was Wales, actually. And so that was a lot of fun. We'd never been to Wales before, so that was great. But we can't wait to come back here and and play for all you crazy Americans.
So what year, Paul, were you a roadie for the band?
I guess this was in 2012, right, Curtis?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, so much fun. Let's do a little time warp for the audience. Let's go back to 2012, Curtis. Where was the band SNEW in 2012?
Well, we had released our third album called What's It To You, and we launched a tour after that. A good friend of Paul and mine, Willie Bass, was in the band at the time.
There we go.
And so Paul knows him really well. We lost him, unfortunately.
Last November. Yeah, I miss Willie. Willie was a good guy. He promoted a lot of artists. All through the 80s, he rented out Whiskey Go-Go, the Roadie, all that. He made all that rock and roll happen in the 80s. We miss Willie.
Yeah, he was a great guy. And so that's my connection to Paul was through Willie. And Willie, was an amazing guy. We hit the road together, and he brought Paul on with us. And
I was the best on road you ever had.
I miss you being on the road with us, because you were amazing. I mean, you took care of things like no roadie we've ever had.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this guy was just on it. I mean, there's nothing better than having a Marine on your road crew.
There we go. A Marine on the
Exactly.
road crew. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Okay. And
God,
today on tour, who is on your road crew now?
we want Paul back.
I know,
This guy took care of me like nobody I've ever had worked. I mean, he was like by my side the whole time, making sure that everything happened just right. You know, he'd be like, "Hey, bring that camera over here. We gotta get Curtis on camera." It was like nobody's ever done that before. It's like this dude took care of me like a Marine, and I'd never experienced that before. So thank you, dude. I need you back.
I don't know. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here, brother. And no, it just your self-esteem. You're a singer, man. You're up there, an artist, man. And you gotta. It's not easy. I mean, Elvis Presley used to puke before his performance.
But see, I'm not used to that. You know, I'm used to just being one of the guys in the band. And you're like, no, you're just the lead singer. We need to, you know, get a spotlight on this guy. And it's like, whoa, this is my boy right here.
Takes you to the next level of professionalism.
Yeah.
And now,
here
we are 7 years later.
I was a star.
7 years later, and you are a star.
You are.
So,
Hi, Curtis. You're a star. We just want to let you know you're a star. We know it's hard sometimes to hear that, but
yeah. Well,
took a survey. It was all thumbs up.
We're proud of you. You know, we applaud you. We're proud of you, man. It's tough. We know as artists, actors, it's tough, man.
So the band SNEW, everybody. We welcome you guys aboard. They need a good roadie. And next time what we would like to put is performance dates when this airs, but we won't have any performance dates really to put, will we, for the band when this airs? Because it's holidays, right?
Yeah, we got to get through all of that.
Well, that's okay, because Curtis will be back on the show again, and we will be promoting his performance dates. Curtis or Cougar, do you guys have any final thoughts for the audience?
Well, I do, and I want to thank Curtis and SNEW for being a sponsor band for our show and to bring rock and roll back to America, because I think America is rock and roll, and it's got attitude, and that's what America's been missing lately. So I'm so glad to bring Curtis on, and I'm here again, buddy, and for sure I'm going to build you up and throw you back on the stage.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, rock and roll is probably, in my eyes, the most important American music form there is, and it's touched the entire world, and it's purely American. You know, not to take anything away from all those other, you know, the English and everybody else who's contributed to rock and roll, but we invented this thing, and it's just the American voice, as far as I'm concerned, and it gets you up and out of your seat, and it makes you want to go out and live your life. And that's why it needs to, you know, it needs people like you. And the vets, my God, the vets have always been on our side. We've met so many across the country, and they're just the coolest people, you know?
All right, Curtis, we're going to put you on the spot, Curtis. We are going to then ask Curtis for a downloadable link to one of his songs that we will then post under the episode for the veterans, okay? So they can have a good, nice listen to one of your, whatever your favorite song is that you guys have out recent, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you
there we
can have
go.
them all.
I can have them all. You can do the whole album. Go ahead. Yes. All right. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Paul. And up next, we will be talking about what to do and how to convert your MOS into a either high-paying job or transition that into running a small business. We'd like to thank, again, Curtis, the lead singer of SNEW, on the show. And thank you, Cougar Zank, for bringing him on here on Vet Talks in your Hollywood segment.